Superbike. The world of taking man and machine to the ultimate limit. Jeff was invited to Carl Fogarty's house, although in the yard by the tennis court stood a mobile home almost as big.
Carl, it really is luxurious in here. I'm very, very impressed. How long have you had this motorhome?
We've had it 12 months now. We got it new last April for the '96 season. So we've always had an American motorhome, so this is the best one we've had yet.
Yeah, and so the expanding sides. And how long is it? It looks about 300 foot long. How long is it?
Not quite, 32 foot.
32 foot. First race at Phillip Island. How did you feel yourself? You got second overall?
Yeah, I was pleased with that. I think, you know, if somebody said to me before I went there, would you settle for a second and a fourth, I think I'd have said yes, because you go that way. I've been out there a few weeks before, and I didn't want to be going all that way and come back with nothing. And I was fastest in testing before the race, so in the back of my mind it would have been nice to win, but it didn't go too good, to be honest. Through qualifying we struggled with a lot of problems, mainly getting grip in mid-corner and getting the bike to hold the line, which is problems I've never really come across before with the Ducati. So.
And it was wet in the first race?
Yeah, it was wet for the first one, and I'm not the best rider in the world in the wet, I always say, but I had a good ride, and I just kept my head together and kept on while the others were crashing everywhere, to be honest.
Yeah, I know, it was a bit of a disaster area for a lot, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought it might happen, because in the warm-up in the morning, we all found out how slippy it was, and there were a lot of crashes in the warm-up, so I thought for the first 6-7 laps I'll take it steady and see what happens, and I found myself in second place after 9 laps, and then that was it. It was easy from then.
So you thought that wasn't bad. Then what actually happened? You were going well in the second race until you had this rather unusual tyre problem, to say the least, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a problem I've never had before. You know, I'm sure Michelin will be sorting the problem out. They are the best tyres in the world, and they'll get it right for next round. But they had a problem at the end of the race, and cost me any chance of winning it, to be honest. But luckily I did finish, and I got 4th, so it could have been worse. I could have maybe brought down.
Yeah. One of those things. So what's it like being back in the Ducati team then? I know you had a very close attachment to them before you went to Honda, but a good feeling to be back?
Yeah, it's nice to be back. It's a lot more relaxed sort of atmosphere, like I said it was before I left, you know. I don't feel under as much pressure that I probably felt with Honda, you know. It always seemed a lot harder to ride with Honda than it does for Ducati. You feel like your own boss in some ways. You can just dictate what you want to do more than you could at Honda. So, but you know, the bike suits my style, sure, a lot better than the Honda did. So it's good to be back, to be honest. Yeah.
Are the team members any different? I don't so much mean Neil Hudson in there, but the actual mechanics and the crew. I mean, are they all sort of friends of yours of old, or has there been a change there?
No, the team's almost 90% the same as it was in '95. I think the only person that's different is the suspension guy was Anders Anderson in '95, and now that's another guy called John. But apart from that, Slick, my mechanic from then, he's back with me, and my Italian mechanics we had in '95, I've got them back. So it's just the same setup, really.
It can't go, let alone the 1000cc limits anyway. The Ducati's right on the edge there, 996 now for this year. Have you noticed a big difference in the bike? Is it just engine changes, or what else has happened since you last?
I thought, to be honest, the bike was very similar to '95, but having just tested in Misano, and you know, we're getting problems we never had before, and I just thought it might have been just one circuit, Phillip Island, but it's not. The bike is completely different than what it was in '95. When I rode it in '95, it was a 955, and now it's a 996, I think. Yeah. So that's altered the whole handling, the whole chassis, everything really on the bike. It's a little bit more unstable in the corner, I think, probably because the power characteristics are a lot different now. We're definitely finding it hard to get the setups at the circuits we've been to that they had in '95, and we've gone back to the notes from '95 and put it to them. It just doesn't feel right at all. You know, we're having to sort of forget what we did in '95 and try and find the best way for it to work again. You know, it's not easy.
So is this one similar in any way? Is it still completely different to the Honda? Because you always felt at home on the Ducati, and the change to the Honda, you never felt as though the handling wasn't so much wrong, but it didn't suit your style, did it?
No, the Honda was a big problem for me mid-corner. I could never get the thing to get any. I couldn't get any grip mid-corner, to be honest. When I tried to carry the corner speed that I do, you know, and lean it that further over than the other guys to carry through the middle of the corner, I was just breaking traction everywhere, and that was a big problem for me last year.